Hey, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and I'm going to be taking a closer look at the Kooks Long Tube Headers fitting all 2011 and newer Mustang GTs. Alright, first things first, these long tubes from Kooks are one of the nicer header options available for the modern Coyote motor. Their quality build and unique design make them a top choice on the market today. Now, they're definitely on the high side of the price range, but you get what you pay for. So with that in mind, let's take a closer look. These particular set of long tubes are manufactured from high-quality, true mandrel bent 304 stainless tubing and are left in that raw stainless look, which in my opinion looks great. This allows for the quality TIG welds to really show through without being covered up by some sort of plating or coating. Kooks does offer a 1 3/4 version of the same exact header for less money, and I'd recommend that for someone who wants to keep the bolt-ons relatively mild. The big misconception is that going with such a large primary on a relatively stock motor can hurt your performance, which is not necessarily true. Now you might see a hit on your low-end torque, but once you spin those Coyote motors up, that larger diameter is really going to help keep things moving, and you should see some nice top-end gains. A large part of this is due to the venturi-style collectors that really help exhaust scavenging and increase your exhaust flow. By now you all should be aware of the pros and cons of using a long tube setup versus a shorty. Now the obvious pro is more horsepower and torque and a noticeable change to your exhaust tone. But that extra power comes with a little bit more work, as these headers take a little bit more time to install and will require the use of an aftermarket mid-pipe to install correctly. Now when we say a good amount of time, it's wise to leave yourself a full day to complete the job, as it's pretty in-depth. Now if you don't think you have the mechanical know-how to knock this job out, then it's best to leave this one in the hands of the professionals. In the end, the Kooks Long Tube Headers are one of the nicer aftermarket header options available for the 5-liter Coyote motor, especially when you factor in that large diameter runner. Be sure to check them out right here at AmericanMuscle.com.